Hey everyone, Roland this side. I hope you all are doing well. So let's say the problem of the day.
The question number is 1732. Find the highest altitude. So basically we have to find the highest altitude. We are given an array gain. Okay, there is a biker going on a road trip. The road trip consists of n plus 1 points at different altitude. The biker will start his trip on a point with point 0 with altitude 0. Okay, you are given an integer array of length and where gain I is the net gain in altitude between point I and point I plus 1. I is between 0 and 1. Return the highest altitude. So basically we are given, we are given an array, for example 2 minus 1 3 minus 4 6. Okay, so basically we have a biker standing at 0 altitude, and the ith index tells the gain in altitude. Okay, so from at first index, for example here it's at 0th index. Okay, so for first index it gained 2 heights. Okay, so for example it gains 2 heights, and then for second index it reduces heights by 1, and then gain reduces height by 1, then gain height by 3, 1 2 3. Okay, and after that again reduces height by 4, 1 2 3 4, then again gain height by 6. Okay, so from here 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so basically we have to return the maximum height that is reached by biker while entire journey. Okay, so the maximum height here is 6. Okay, so what basically we have to do is we have to simply keep tracking the current index while iterating the current height. For int I mean index, every index, let's just track the gain in altitude in gain array. Okay, so basically we have current altitude equal to 0 and maximum altitude also equal to 0. Maximum altitude can't go negative because we are starting at 0. Okay, so it can always remain at max. It at minimum it can remain 0, at max it can reach up. Okay, but maximum can't go negative. Okay, so what we are going to do is current a equal to current altitude plus gain in altitude, and after that maximum altitude equal to max of current altitude comma maximum altitude. Okay, and that's it. Just return the maximum altitude. So what's this basically going to do? So for example, if you take array -5 1 5 0 -7, so let's example current is 0, maximum altitude equal to 0. Okay, so at first iteration at -5, current gonna become -5, 0 plus -5, that gonna become -5, and maximum of a it's also gonna remain 0 because max of 0 and -5 it's 0. So after 5 it's gonna add 1, so do plus 1, that's gonna become -4, it's remain 0, plus 5, that's gonna take it to 1. Okay, and then maximum of 0 and 1 is 0, 1, then 0, so add 0, that gonna make it again 1, so maximum of 1 and 1 is again 1, and then -7, that gonna make it -6. Okay, and maximum of -6 and 1, that is 1. So at last we got maximum of a equal to -1 and current is -6. Currently at last it reaches to altitude -6, but the maximum altitude it reaches while traveling is 1. Okay, so we have to return 1. That's like we can also see the array here given 0 -5 -4 1 1 -6. Okay, that's it. The a few lines of code, so let's code it. So int current altitude equal to 0, int maximum altitude equal to 0, for int all items in gain gonna become current altitude, gonna just add the item to every item to current altitude and do the how to calculate the max simply by doing the maximum of current altitude and maximum altitude. current altitude and maximum altitude, and after that we have to simply return the maximum altitude. Okay, so return the maximum altitude. So after return, let's submit the code and see if it's working or not. Okay, so I mean we got something error. Hold on, okay. Actually missed the, yeah, so some of the test cases got passed. So now let's submit the code and see if we got, yeah, we actually passed the whole test case. So the time complexity is simply big off, and we are just iterating once in a whole loop, and we have to iterate to check we can't reduce that. Okay, and the space complexity, we are not using any extra space. So I think that's it for today. I hope you like this video, so please make sure to subscribe to Tensor and feel free to ask any doubts if you have in comments, and please leave a like if you like any part of our video. That means a lot for us. Till then, keep smiling and keep coding.